From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
It's a major night here on Evenings LALATE from the shores of Santa Monica, California. It's 2023 stimulus checks are landing in millions of Americans' bank accounts, and they're for you if you're on SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income. Their law. We're going to go over these incredible checks in tonight's broadcast. We're going to go over the big checks and the big months of checks, one at a time, and as we go through each of them, I'll show you which ones I like. Stimulus checks A to C, E to K, L to Q. After we get to stimulus check C, we'll go over that incredible membership newsletter. Have you become a member? That's where all those incredible stimulus checks are in there. News.la.com/newsletter. We'll go over it after stimulus check C. Next up, it's prime time where we'll be going over stimulus check R that pays nearly $500,000. It's coming up late in this broadcast, and also the unemployment and the PEBT checks as well. These are 2023 stimulus checks law. Once they're passed, they are deliciousness. We're going to go over all that and more in tonight's broadcast, plus what's going on with the economy. The Consumer Price Index was released yesterday, and did it beat or did it miss on the latest data across the board? We'll have the numbers, and here they are. The January number came in, this from month to date, and this year to date. We'll analyze it across the board. Bulls come in more aggressively. But are they going to stay there? The latest details across the board. In the big second half, we'll be jumping to Crypto Wall Street live in prime time. Bit up 4%, Ethereum 4%, and Decentraland up 6%, and also some breakout coins with those asterisks next to them. Why? Because they've been breaking out in recent days as well. Nearly 15% up, all in that incredible membership newsletter. Now that membership newsletter has more in it than ever before. In addition, it was 18 months, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month. We'll go over all that as well. And also we'll be looking at the other news that came in today from this economy. Retail sales minutes ago. Become a member and be someone just like a Frank Mancuso, who got 18 months of multiple checks per month in less than 30 days from becoming a member. In this broadcast, I'll show you which checks I like and which checks are right for you as well. It's from the shores of Santa Monica, California. It's a big broadcast, and it's a lot of deliciousness. It all starts right now in prime time. It's America's most watched show for financial news in prime time, and it's tonight on LALATE. And good evening, everybody. Look at this. 18 months, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month. What a night it is. In tonight's broadcast, we'll go over which of the checks and which ones I like, and I'll also detail which ones you should refocus back on. Because as we head into the next month, I want to make sure that you've got all your checks lined up one at a time in this broadcast. We're going to go over stimulus checks A, B, and C. After C, we'll take a break and look at that incredible membership newsletter together. Then we'll continue to E to K, L to Q, and I'll detail which of the checks I like and which have been changed and which are getting even better. Remember, you're trying to get as many checks as across the board and as much money. It's fast stimulus. And first, let's start with that eligibility. These incredible 2023 stimulus checks are for you, SSI, you SSDI, you SSA, you veterans, you low income. MSC, law, in those incredible stimulus checks B. And as we go through each of them, I'm going to go over which ones I like. First, we're going to do stimulus checks A, B, and C. Then after that, we'll go to the checks passed by Congress, E through K. Then we'll go to L to Q. But after stimulus check C, we'll take a break and look at this, the membership newsletter. Here's the membership newsletter, news.la.com/newsletter. How do you get these incredible stimulus checks? You go into that membership newsletter, and in that membership newsletter, I do all the work for you to just click, 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 apply, apply, apply. And these are huge checks in that membership newsletter. We'll go over that after stimulus check C from Joe Biden. So let's start it right now. ABC from Joe Biden. These are 2023 stimulus checks, and they're great. 75,000 less, single individual, go get them. Married couple, 150,000, go get them. Same eligibility for stimulus checks A to Q, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income across the board. Stimulus check A, we're starting with right off the bat. Stimulus check A is a $6,500 beautiful stimulus check. How do you get it? You go under the video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP. Go down to Stimulus Check K in that membership newsletter and go get it. It's huge. It's $6,500. But it's not the biggest check, and it's not the longest paying check either. The longest paying check on this channel is Stimulus Check B. It's paying on average 18 months of incredible stimulus checks. Same eligibility. You deserve this money. How do you get it? You go under the video, become a member. Go right into that incredible membership newsletter, which we're going to go over after Stimulus Check C, and get that Stimulus Check B. Again, this is how much B is paying out. 18 months, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month on average. It's fast stimulus, and it's for Americans in U.S. states and U.S. territories. The way that stimulus works is that once it's passed, it remains law. And this has been passed, and this is still law, and it's still funded. So over this broadcast, we'll be going over these incredible stimulus checks for you. ABC, take a break, look at that membership newsletter. E to K, go over those incredible checks from Congress. L to Q thereafter. Same eligibility. You, SSI, did you get them? Go get it right now. Become a member right this second. Go right in this video, hit the join button. Then, all the way to L to Q, coming up, and later in this broadcast, we have other checks on top of that. So let's go back into these incredible checks. A, $6,500. B, the longest duration of paying checks. 18 months of beautiful checks. Isn't that incredible? It really, really is incredible. A lot of checks over 18 months. Your water, your heating oil, your electric bill, your rent, or your mortgage per month, and your internet. That's a lot of checks. And that's why that wonderful viewer that you saw in that graphic before, he became a member. He got that beautiful hawk emoji behind his name. And in less than 30 days, what did he have? All those incredible checks approved. Now, as we head closer to the month of March, as this channel celebrates its 3rd year anniversary next month, having gotten people $15 million, I want you to go back into your worksheets. What are your worksheets? Where are they, those wonderful worksheets? The worksheets are in the membership newsletter. And it's a PDF you can print out from your computer or your cell phone and make notes on all the incredible checks you applied for. I want you to look at those worksheets tonight, because we're almost at the end of February. I want to make sure you got all your applications in for all these incredible checks. If you're missing any of them, get them in. And if you haven't gotten paid for them, check and see where they are. And that is Stimulus Check B. 18 months, $3,000 across the board, 5 checks per month. Now let's go to the incredible Stimulus Check C. Stimulus Check C has been on this channel since 2020. And as this channel is approaching its 3-year anniversary, look at the incredible numbers that viewers have gotten for Stimulus Check C. Stimulus Check C is a little bit different, because in the membership news, I tell you who to call, what to say, and how to say it. 12 different places for this rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. How many utility bills do you have per month? You have the water, the electric, the heating oil. Well, get those all incredible paid. It's Stimulus Check C, and we've been doing it on this channel for 3 years next month. $50 million. You deserve all this incredible sums of money. So let's look at some of the numbers you can do for Stimulus Check C, based upon what other viewers of this channel have done as well. Do you want $30,000 of rent? Of course you do. And that's what members of this channel have been getting for this beautiful Stimulus Check C. Like Nisi initially. She was at $20,000. She went to $50,000. And here's Richard. He was at $22,000. He went more. Nancy was at $24,000. Mark was at $25,000. But in just a second, you see Mark went from $25,000 to where? $166,000. What I teach people to do is take what you got and go back and get more. So as we approach the month of March, I want you to go back and do what they did. Whether it's Nisi or Mark, I want you to be the next Nisi or Mark, and say to yourself, did I not apply for a check? Or did I not get paid for a check? Let me look at my notes. Let me pull up that worksheets, which we'll go over in a second, after Stimulus Check C, which we're on right now. And we'll look and see whether you got all your check applications in and whether you got paid for all those incredible checks. $30,000 of rent, go get them across the board. Utilities, 12 different places to reach out to. Make sure you reach out to all 12 places. In that membership newsletter, I tell you who to call, what to say, and how to say it at 12 different places for your utilities. How many utility bills do you have per month? The water, the heating oil, the electric bill? Get them all paid. It's a lot of money. It's an insane amount of money, whether it's Lynn Glen, or Angela or Mark or Nancy get all these incredible checks per month, 5 checks per month on average, because most people have 5 utility bills on average, 18 months on average, because that's what viewers are doing across the board. Snap. Here is Louie. Here's John. Here's Nancy. But Mark's brother-in-law went from this to $25,000 a year, over 10 years, $250,000. Combinations of checks. Get all these incredible checks, not just one, lots of them. That's why you want to keep track of what you applied for, what you got paid for. We'll go over that in a second. I haven't done this a few weeks, so I want to do it right now as we approach the end of the month. It's important to recap and see whether you got all your checks in there, approved, and applied for. And here's combinations of checks. Mark is at $50,000. He went to $100,000. Then he went to $166,000 because he got stimulus check B, which we just went over. And here's a little range. She's at $105,000. She went to $155,000. Is $155,000 the ceiling? It is not. Dragon has gone to $170,000. We've had a lot of viewers get over $200,000. We had 20 friends and neighbors get help by Johnny get $500,000. A lot of money is available across the board. And this is your 2023 stimulus checks. For you, SSI. For you, SSDI. For you, SSA. For you, veterans. It's law. How do you get them? You go under the video, become a member. Go into that incredible membership newsletter where I give you the links to all the places you apply for these incredible stimulus checks. Big checks require big pouncing. And you can do it because you're a Purple Hawk. You pounce really well, inspire other people, and keep on pouncing across the board. Now, tonight we're going to do something a little bit different. As I said earlier in this broadcast, I want to go over and double check that you got all your incredible applications in one at a time. So what are we going to do? First, we're going to go over that membership newsletter, and then we're going to go back into your worksheets, which we have not talked about in a while, starting right now. So I want you to do first, go into your notes and look and see whether you got A, B, and C in for applications. And then I want to go over that incredible membership newsletter starting right now. So let's go over that membership newsletter. Where is the membership newsletter? And how do you get these incredible checks? Step 1, you go under the video, join the channel. You're watching America's most watched financial news subject broadcaster on this subject matter. And number 2, most watched financial news channel now in America. That is the newsletter. The newsletter is news.lalate.com/newsletter. It's a website. It's at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of every video. Go right into that incredible website right now. That is that newsletter. It is live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's updated throughout the day. The newsletter is updated throughout the day as breaking news comes in on stimulus, on stocks, on the economy, and on crypto. It's immediately updated throughout the day, several times per day. The website is right there on the screen. It's at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of this video. Click it and go right into that newsletter right now. Again, that website, the newsletter, is at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of the video. Final step, become a member. And when you're a member, the post to your channel that you became a member to says the current password for members. The current password is sent to you throughout the day, almost every 15 minutes. It says current password. Grab it and put it right into that password-protected website right now and go right into that incredible newsletter and start getting all these incredible sums of money. Also, that newsletter now features more features than anything else anywhere in the financial news industry. It features also your breakout crypto coins, your stocks, your economic analysis, and also what's going on with more stimulus, because stimulus is always changing left and right. In fact, one was changed just last week. It's all in that incredible membership newsletter across the board. So far, we've only done stimulus checks A, B, and C, and they are in that incredible membership newsletter. But next up is stimulus checks E through K, and we're doing those right now. Those incredible stimulus checks are the ones from Congress, and they're always getting changed. And one of them got changed recently, and immediately I sent an alert to you, and again, all the same eligibility. If you're on SSI, become a member. SSDI, become a member. SSA, become a member. Veteran, become a member. Low income, become a member. Less than $75,000 annual income, become a member. $150,000, become a member. One stimulus, well, it's for you, then become a member, because then you get access to all this incredible information and access to all these incredible items one at a time. Let's pick up with the next group of checks right now. Law, stimulus checks E through K. Stimulus check E was changed by the Biden administration about 2 Fridays ago. $7,500. Wow, just incredible. Go get it across the board. Stimulus check F, $4,000. Incredible. Love it. My goodness. Then a beautiful stimulus check G, 30% off. Huge. Stimulus check H, $2,000. Incredible. Stimulus check I, $8,000. Love it. Stimulus check J, $8,000. And stimulus check K, $14,000. A to C from Joe Biden last year, still law. E to K from Congress, still law last year. And now L to Q, other stimulus checks, same eligibility. These are for you, SSI and SSDI. Have you become a member? What are you waiting for? Let's go to E to Q right now. So E is a $7,500 stimulus check. Huge. F, a $4,000 stimulus check. G, 30% off. H, $2,000. Just wonderful. Really wonderful. I, an $8,000 stimulus check. J, an $8,000 stimulus check. K, a $14,000 stimulus check. Same eligibility. These are for you. These are for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income. Pass for you. Go get them. They're sitting around. Go grab them before they run out. Next up, stimulus check N, like Nancy. Brand new computer, tablet, laptop. Why would you not like it? It's one of my favorite. It's been that way for a while. It's a brand new computer, tablet, laptop, free internet, high-speed internet, just really wonderful. Stimulus check O, zero down payment and zero closing costs on a brand new mortgage. Whoa, that is great. And then stimulus check P, 3% refi, and Q, an $8,000 stimulus check. There you go. Those are on the incredible membership newsletter. E to Q, all same eligibility, and these are for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income. They're passed for you. All you got to do is go get them. And you don't have to do much at all because I do a lot of the work for you. I put them all together for you in the membership newsletter. You just click and start grabbing all those incredible stimulus checks and getting those applications in right now. Stimulus checks E through Q. With that, let's take a break and look at something also important. And reminder tonight across the board. In that membership newsletter, we also have the incredible worksheets. The worksheets have been around on this channel for almost 2 years, and people really like them. Why? Because it's a great way to keep track of all the stimulus you're applying for. Down around the third line of that of the newsletter, it says worksheets. And you can print them out from your computer, cell phone, or download it and take notes on a separate piece of paper. And what do you want to do with them? You want to keep track of all the incredible checks you applied for and make sure you got them all in. Here's an example. As we approach the month of March, did you get all your applications in for A to C? Oh, you didn't? Did you do A and you did B and you got C, but you never heard back about C? Or maybe you got the water in, but not the electric. Or maybe you got the heating oil, but not the gas. Make sure you go back to your worksheets and make sure you got all your stimulus check applications in for the current month, because we're just heading about almost into the next month. You want to make sure you got everything in. It's hard to keep track of all this incredible stimulus, isn't it really? So you don't want to miss any of this money left and right. It's incredible worksheets, free for members, at the top of that membership newsletter, news.lalate.com/newsletter. Since this is prime time, you know what also heats up in prime time. The other stimulus that you only hear on LALATE in prime time. LALATE is number one for this subject matter across the board. Number one in prime time for this. Number two overall for financial news. But one of the greatest stimulus checks of 2023 is the incredible $500,000 stimulus. And let's look at that incredible money right now. In that membership newsletter, I have Stimulus Check R. And Stimulus Check R is the Employee Tax Retention Credit. A little bit different. This is for people who had an employee, the pandemic hit, then they kept them on staff. How much are you going to get? An insane amount of money. Stimulus Check R and the incredible membership newsletter. How much does it pay? It pays approximately $26,000 per employee that you had in 2019, kept them on staff, and kept them on staff of all 2020 and at least one of the quarters of 2021. It's about $19,000, $20,000 per employee. It's all for you. You get that incredible sums of money across the board. It's the Employee Tax Retention Credit Stimulus Check R. Reach out to a tax preparer. Details are in that incredible membership newsletter. The other stimulus check that only heats up prime time on this channel is the unemployment and the PEBT checks. We feature a lot of unemployment and a lot of stimulus checks throughout the day, but these are the only ones that come onto prime time on LALATE. Unemployment. If you are a fired W-2 employee anytime recently, what do? Step one, file a claim. It's going to ask you the date you were fired as a W-2 employee. Put the date in. Then it's going to ask you, willing to work? Yes. Able to work? Yes. Step one, you're approved. State's unemployment website, do it right tonight. Step two is going to ask you 1 check for each week that you've been unemployed ever since. Answer yes. You do 1 check per week at a time until you bring it up to the present or until you become employed somewhere else. And there you go. That's unemployment. Finally, children's checks, PEBT checks. What are these for? These are for children that had to stay home from the schools during the pandemic, and the parents had to pay for their meals instead of the schools. And those checks are still coming out in some cases. Make sure you get all of that done as well. It's news.LALATE.com/newsletter. It's the incredible membership newsletter that features all these incredible stimulus checks. A to Q for USSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income. The $500,000 stimulus checks for some small business owners, stimulus check R. Unemployment PBT checks as well. And guess what's also an incredible membership newsletter? The worksheets. You want to keep track of all your incredible checks you have applied for because you may have forgotten some of them. It's the membership newsletter. Join right tonight. And the big second half, we have a lot more coming up. And of course, that's also the membership newsletter as well. What do we have coming up? Economic data. Bulls are delivering the highest reading since 2021 in breaking news tonight. Retail sales jumped today, and housing data, wow, really exciting. Plus, the consumer price index was released yesterday, and what happened? Well, the latest details on that CPI. Here's a preview. I'm giving you the preview before it actually happens. It's coming up the big second half. Plus, we have some breakout coins, and we also have some support levels and resistance levels. Crypto Wall Street Live heats up the big second half. Plus, we'll be looking at what's going on with this economy and the bulls and the bears. It's all getting exciting, and it's all in that incredible membership newsletter. Plus, guess what we're all going to be also going to be doing? We'll be jumping into some live charts. This is right now. Are you serious? Are you serious? You see why I like to do things taped live. Taped live means it's recorded live, but it airs taped. I'm looking at that. I'm like, what? Essentially, that's 31 cents tonight. Yeah, that's a chart right now. And you see my live reaction to a chart right now. It'll air taped, obviously. So it's taped live. Then let's look at another chart. My goodness. That's a 1-day chart. Excuse me? Yeah, that's a 1-day chart. If you watch the morning's broadcast, you watch the afternoon show, you see how quickly this has changed in just a few minutes. The time of this broadcast being taped is 1:45 on the beautiful day of February. Wow. Look at that pop right now. I'll give my reaction to the news. It's getting very exciting. I told you we are going from crypto spring to crypto summer. I guess I got it right. This is very, very exciting. It's coming up in the big second half of Crypto Wall Street Live. Bulls are on fire. This is how the day started. We'll be looking to see how we are tonight. These were your breakout coins featuring that membership newsletter. Why would you not become a member? The opportunity to get a 17% return on a coin in 1 day. I'll show you how to do this in the big second half. We look at these numbers earlier today and where we are tonight. This is getting very, very exciting. My goodness. It's a huge show. It's a huge night, and it's just looking better every minute left and right. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, a lot coming up in the big second half. I'll see you back in 60 seconds as Crypto Wall Street Live for a beautiful February 5th breakout coins hitting into crypto summer potentially. Heats up the big second half. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities.
That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE.